confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County in the last 24 hours is 1,772, with 13 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 21 additional cases were reported with 1 new death. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, December 9th. Los Angeles County announced the 5th case of the Omicron variant is now confirmed, and it could be linked to a community spread. Public officials say unlike previous cases, they believe the case may have been locally transmitted. The patient in the most recent case was fully vaccinated and even received a booster shot. The patient did show milder symptoms, and several close contacts have since tested positive and have self-isolated. The Public Health Department is working to determine whether the additional cases in these close contacts are of the Omicron variant, as many of the patients are fully immunized. LA County Public Health Director Dr. Barbara Ferrer reminds the public that if you plan to celebrate the holidays with loved ones, be sure to add layers of protection, including vaccinations, wearing masks when indoors, keeping up with good hygiene, and continuing to social distance. With less than 3 weeks until the Christmas holiday, LA County's public health officials are urging parents to protect their children by getting kids who are eligible vaccinated. Officials say COVID-19 is now one of the top 10 causes of death among children nationwide, and they say the vaccine is the best way to protect them from getting sick or hospitalized or even developing long-term symptoms. Vaccinating children will also protect other family members, including siblings, who are not old enough to get vaccinated or those who may be at a higher risk of getting sick if infected. Vaccinations are always free, and appointments can be made at your local healthcare provider, pharmacy, or by going to vaccinatelacounty.com. The U.S. is one step closer to a non-vaccine therapy to prevent COVID-19 infections for those who are immunocompromised. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration just authorized emergency use for AstraZeneca's Evusheld. Now, this therapy was approved for people with conditions that prevent them from getting the vaccine because of possible adverse reactions to components of the vaccine. Now, this could be the answer to those wanting to get the added layer of protection but unable to get any of the vaccines currently available. Health experts say conditions that could lead to inadequate immune response from the vaccination include cancer patients, those with an HIV infection, or other diseases that compromise the immune system, an organ or stem cell transfer recipient, or those being treated with high-dose corticosteroids. Evusheld combines 2 types of synthetic antibodies and is given as 2 intramuscular injections, one right after the other. And these antibodies help the immune system fight off the virus by targeting its spike protein, which allows it to enter cells and infect them. The number of people who qualify for Evusheld based on severe reactions to COVID-19 vaccines is likely to be far and few, since such reactions have been rare. The FDA stressed that the prevention therapy is not a substitute for the vaccination, and individuals who are eligible for the shot, urging those who can get the vaccine to do so as soon as possible. Evusheld is authorized for adults and children over 12 whose immune systems haven't responded well to the vaccine. Now, the FDA says the treatment may be effective for pre-exposure prevention for up to 6 months. Scientists are reporting traces of the COVID-19 Omicron variant in sewage in multiple cities across Southern California. For the past 14 months, Dr. Karen Nelson, a professor of civil and environmental engineering at UC Berkeley, along with a team of researchers, have been monitoring the genetic material of COVID in wastewater. The research team is known as the Sewer Coronavirus Alert Network and have been working around the clock measuring daily samples of wastewater. So far, they've collected samples from 15 different sewage facilities across the state, and just last week sequenced a sample with traces of the Omicron variant. Nelson says along with looking for specific variants with quantitative PCR, they're also sequencing the wastewater, which allows them to look for any mutations that are there, even new mutations that we may not know about yet. Researchers confirmed there is no risk of COVID transmission in the water as it becomes non-infectious in wastewater. Officials hope early detection of variants could help prepare communities to respond before an outbreak. The number of Americans fully vaccinated against COVID-19 reached a milestone this week. The count is now at 200 million who are fully vaccinated, along with nearly 48 million who've also received a booster shot. This also comes as new COVID cases and hospitalizations are on the rise after the Thanksgiving holiday. Health officials say the increases are due almost entirely to the Delta variant, with the Omicron mutation detected in about 20 states now. Deaths are close to 1,600 per day across the country, back to the numbers that were seen nearly 2 months ago. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the U.S. administered 12.5 million shots last week, the highest weekly total since May. Pfizer is one step closer to getting boosters into the arms of young adults. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave the green light for older teens ages 16 to 17 to get their booster shots and approved an emergency use authorization. The Pfizer vaccine is the only option in the U.S. for anyone younger than 18, either for the first shot or the booster. No word yet on when teens younger than 16 might need that third dose. Now, vaccinations for younger children ages 5 to 11 was just approved a month ago using a special low-dose Pfizer shot. Already close to 5 million kids have received their first vaccine. Now, there's one more hurdle before the older teens can get their booster. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention must formally recommend the boosters for this age group, and a decision is expected soon. California could become a sanctuary state for women seeking reproductive care if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. Governor Gavin Newsom, along with California clinics and advocacy groups, revealed a plan to make the Golden State a sanctuary if abortion becomes illegal, including possibly paying for travel, lodging, and procedures for people from other states. The California Future of Abortion Council released a list of 45 recommendations for the state to consider if the High Court overturns the 48-year-old decision that forbids states from outlawing abortion. California is one of 6 states that require private insurance companies to cover abortions, while the state already covers the procedure for low-income residents through the state's Medicaid program. Governor Newsom says some of the report's details will be included in his budget proposal set for January. Wasting water in California could cost big bucks soon. California regulators are considering issuing fines of up to $500 a day for repeat offenders. According to Alex Rojas, the general manager of the Central Basin Municipal Water District, adopting a water-smart lifestyle is crucial in California. He went on to say the drought and climate change has created a new reality for water use in Southern California, and residents should consider more water-wise options for use in and around their home. The State Water Resource Control Board is considering taking drastic measures like prohibiting watering the grass within 2 days of rain and not allowing car washes without a shutoff nozzle. Officials say conserve water wherever possible, as the proposal will go up for a vote on January 4th. Today's morning showers kicked off several storms which are headed our way in the coming week. While we only saw a light drizzle this afternoon, heavier rain is expected come Monday and Tuesday of next week. Today brought about a quarter inch of rain, with a larger storm system bringing more than an inch of showers to some areas of Southern California beginning Monday. Mountains are expected to see about 2 to 3 inches of snow at elevations over 7,000 feet, with a daytime high of about 38, dropping down to a chilly 23 overnight. If you're looking for a way to bring some holiday cheer to local children, we've got a great event to remind you about. The Torrance Fire and Police Departments are collecting toys for their annual holiday toy drive, and there's only a few days left to participate. So far, these are the donations gathered from businesses, churches, and other community members. Organizers say they have more than 1,000 donations, but still need more items for infants, toddlers, and teenagers. They plan to give out at least a handful of gifts to each child. They'll be delivering them to TUSD schools next week. Families across the city signed up through the annual Holiday Family Assistance Program and will wrap their gifts once they receive them. You can drop them off at the Torrance City Hall lobby or at fire stations across the city. Well, as we head into the weekend, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll take you inside the first ever South Bay Children's Business Fair, which took place at ICANN's corporate office in Torrance, where 40 young entrepreneurs are living out their dreams of creating products and services and bringing them to the public. Then, if you've ever wondered what happens to donations given to the Red Kettles during the holidays, we'll take you inside the Torrance Salvation Army, where they share how your contributions are helping to support those in need locally throughout the year. Then, the Torrance Unified School District is offering students an opportunity to take part in a career technical education program offering young adults more knowledge, experience, and skills to better prepare them for the workforce. These stories and much more will air this weekend starting at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Verizon Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website, as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. The Torrance Police Officers Association has been bringing holiday magic to Torrance all week as they kicked off the annual Santa Float, bringing Old St. Nick through Torrance neighborhoods. This tradition dates back to 1969, and many officers donate their time to serve the community in this unique way. The float traditionally goes out on the Saturday after Thanksgiving for 22 straight days, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, it will be making just 10 stops this year from 6 to 8 p.m. Organizers hope to bring smiles to residents of all ages as they continue this local tradition. And if you're one of the lucky ones that gets to see the Santa Float up close, be sure to share the photo on social media using the hashtag TPOASanta or hashtag TPOA. What a wonderful way to celebrate the holidays. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, a photo or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.